Well, a BC billionaire has emerged as a frontrunner to scoop up HBC.
Wei Hung Yu, a chair of a company that holds other malls in British Columbia, posted on Red Note that she does not want to see hundreds of years of Canada's retail history go away. Yesterday, HBC Chair Richard Baker and other insiders had declared their interest in assets or leases that they would like to keep.
So joining us live now to talk more about the future of the Bay is Doug Stephens, the founder of Retail Profit. Doug, thanks so much for joining us. So, the saga continues. Right now, we're hearing of this BC billionaire, Wei Hung Yu, saying that she wants to make the Bay great again. The deadline is April 30th. This woman already owns 3 malls in BC. But what kind of challenge does she have in reviving the retailer?
Yeah, great question. So let's put it into 2 columns. Let's talk about the things that she's got on her side. First of all, she understands the market. Obviously, she already owns shopping centers in the market, and so has an intimate understanding of the importance of that space within her centers. She also has a wave of nationalism now that has risen almost in concert with the decline of the Bay. And so she has some momentum that I think she recognizes. Now, on the downside, she's dealing with a company that has gone through decades of cuts, of downgrades, and a demoralized employee population, to say the least. And so it would be a significant effort to resurrect the Bay and bring it back to its former glory, but it's not to say that it couldn't be done. And it sounds like she's really got some passion behind this.
Doug, when you talk about the Bay's former glory, I mean, all of us know how many stores across the country, like every other mall, it's like the end unit, the anchor tenant, 80,000, 100,000 square feet. Is that even a relevant business model these days, or do you think she might be looking at something a little more focused and concentrated?
Yeah, great question. So, yes, I mean, there was a point in time, obviously, where the department store was sort of the analog version of the internet. Yeah. It was where you started most shopping journeys. And of course, that has changed dramatically. Will the department store survive? Can it survive? Well, there are examples even within the Canadian marketplace of department store brands that are doing quite well. The Simons chain, for example, slightly smaller footprint, more focused in terms of the merchandise that it carries and the targeted segments of consumers that it's going after. But it's not that the model is broken. It's that the Bay's version of the model, I think, was certainly broken. So, yeah, I think with some work and bringing in the right consulting, the right intelligence, I think that this model can be brought back, again, against this backdrop of nationalism that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, I want to pick up on the nationalism because we're in this kind of Buy Canadian anthem right now throughout the country. Can it be sustained, though? And do you think that if she focuses the Bay by, let's say, retail, like offering retail of Canadian products, focusing on Canadian brands, that would be sustainable, maybe going a bit more niche, a bit more boutique? Or does that kind of fall out of line with what the Bay is known for? Would people, go for that?
Yeah, I think so. And to your first question, will this sustain? I think it will. Because if this were really just a trade war, if all of this had just sort of erupted out of some concerns around trades and various levies and tariffs, I think we could snap back and sort of go back to normal. But I mean, this has really been a question of our sovereignty as a country, of our right to exist. And I think that this is going to go very, very deep with Canadians, and I think we're already seeing that. Could Hudson's Bay become a marketplace for Canadian manufacturers, for Canadian brands and retailers? I absolutely think it could, and I think that's absolutely in line with the new understanding about our marketplace in terms of where we need to take our own market with our own autonomy and build a retail market that is reflective of Canadian interests.
All right, watch this space then. That is Doug Stephens, founder of Retail Profit. Doug, always appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.